Did you find that anyone asked you last night what your injury was, because it's not a visible one?
Well, yeah, there was not really people prying. Most of the people, as I said, kind of assume that you're part of the support staff or the charity workers, or somebody who's there to support the soldiers, because of course there's still this ideal that the injured soldiers are men. Somebody did ask me, and it wasn't so much about the actual injuries, it was more about the incident.
How did they ask the question though?
And
was that a sitter or was that like a civilian?
No, sitters don't ever ask.
Oh, right. Okay.
You never ask another individual. I don't know why. You don't do it.
Oh, right.
It's one of those kind of social things. If you've been injured, I don't need you to justify yourself to me.
Yes.
Because I've been injured.
Okay.
Whereas maybe that's part of the problem when you're somebody who is walking, talking, apparently got all the limbs, and certainly for you, the female sex, that there is this kind of feeling that, well, why on earth were you injured? What was it?
Yeah, or maybe it doesn't cross their mind and they don't think that, they don't understand, or they don't know how to ask the question.
No, that's right. No, maybe it is how they don't know how to approach it.
Yeah.
But it is incredibly personal, I suppose, when you're telling somebody about your injuries, especially as I see it as being broken.
Mm.
And I think that's hard, because you're being extremely vulnerable by telling somebody about your failings or your weaknesses.
Yes, yeah.
About your faults,
it's
about
being
your
very
damage.
open very quickly, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's not something that I don't think we do that very well at all. But
No.
yeah, it can be incredibly personal.
But did you find, so last night having the painting on show and you being there, that maybe that was starting to help, that people sort of took a second glance and were like, oh, it's not obviously not a visible injury.
Yeah.
So what could it be? And
Well, I think that's right. I think they did. It was more of a case of, double take. So you're here and you're up there on the picture. So does this mean that you're part of it? But it was still that kind of question. Does it mean that you're part of War Paint, or are you one of Caroline's sitters? Just for her artistic skills.
Interesting. So the message is still struggling to get across.
Yeah, it is.
And as this painting kind of represents, you're sort of still coming out of the darkness with the feelings that you've and the experiences you've had while in Afghanistan, and was that similar in Bosnia as well?
No, Bosnia was different. I mean, Bosnia was, I don't know, I've got this theory that actually if it happens so quick, or it involves a head injury, that it sometimes you don't know about it and therefore you don't traumatise it.
Yeah.
I know that sounds weird, but with Bosnia, rolling into a minefield, concussion, head injury and whiplash, broken ribs, I ended up in the Radovac, the German field hospital. I didn't know who I was for about 3 or 4 days.
Oh gosh, I didn't realise, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I didn't seem to suffer the kind of issues after that. And
so it's easier just to keep it closed, at least for the meantime, and sort of deal with it in parts here and there where you can, or you're strong enough to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think you're doing really well. You're so much more positive than the first time we met. Sorry.
Yeah, I know I am.